Hey guys, welcome to the Stream Space. So, back here with another Elite Trainer box. Now, we have done Evolving Skies, Chilling Rain. So we got the newest one. Elite Trainer box, Fusion Strike. I'm really excited for this one. This is all like Mew themed stuff, so I think it's like super cool. Mew may not be the most powerful Pokemon in the world, but he's one of my favorites. So we're going to go through is the usual rigmarole. Now we have some new equipment here to help us make this as good of an experience as possible. So you can probably see the ring light in my in my glasses, but you know, you get a better look at my face. And I need to definitely get rid of some of this beard because it's been Christmas, so I haven't cared. So let's dig right into this. So we have the Elite Trainer box. Now, for those who don't know, just pulling something up to cut this open. Yeah, so those who don't know, this comes with 8 Sword and Shield Fusion Strike booster packs. Now, unlike other ones where they come with a mix and match, this comes with, some of them come with a mix and match, I should say. I'll preface that with some of them. And, excuse me. So yeah, 8 Pokemon and Trading Card Game Sword and Shield Fusion Strike booster packs. 65 card sleeves featuring Mew. Pretty excited because I can put that on my online trading card game. 45 extra energy cards. Player's Guide to Sword and Shield, the Fusion Strike expansion. A Pokemon Trading Card Game rulebook. 6 damage counter dice. 1 competition legal coin flip die. 2 acrylic condition markers, a collector's box to hold everything with 4 dividers to keep it organized, and a code card for the new Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. I don't know if that actually means new, like, because there's another game, but anyways, we're going to dive right into this. Now, as those who have watched me do this before, essentially what's going to happen is I will read each card individually. I will skim duplicates, so if we've read them in this reading, we will not read them again. I will give you guys a nice little preview of what the sleeve looks like, what the actual box art looks like, and we'll make sure that you guys, if you guys are considering buying one, you're making an educated decision. So, first things that's up is this is the Fusion Strike Player's Guide, and that's it's specific strategies designed around the Fusion Strike set. Personally, I think my favorite has been Evolving Skies or Chilling Rain, almost. Actually, I think a lot of people didn't like Chilling Rain. Okay, so here's our official box art. Pretty simplistic. Evolving Skies was a little bit cooler, in my opinion. So you get a little divider here that helps keep things separate before you unbox. The main event, which we will go all over all 80 cards. A special manual for this particular, this is the general rule book. Got a nifty little pack of energies. Very handy if you're a deck builder and you want to see what you can do. This is for the online card game. So I actually just started playing it. In fact, last night we did a stream for the new card game. These are the dividers. Okay. Acrylic markers. These are for counting which status your Pokemon is in for poison and or burn. Obviously, for confusion or paralysis, it's a little different. Paralysis is sideways. Confusion, your card goes backwards. Here's the sleeve. So it's enough to do a 60 card deck, and maybe if you have a side deck. Well, I'm not going to pull these out because I don't want to have them go missing on me. But you got These are the damage counters and the dice. I have not, by the way, had a purpose to use a dice like ever. I have never used dice. Never. Now, fun fact, I actually got 2 of these for Christmas. So, we're going to film them back to back. And the best pull will be the one that goes first. Okay, so let's get started. Fusion Strike pack number 1. Okay. Okay, first up, Mankey. Mankey is a basic fighting type Pokemon with 60 HP, 1 attack, scratch, for 10 damage, and at the cost of 1 fighting energy. His weakness is Psychic, his resistance is nothing, and his retreat cost is 1. Clauncher. Clauncher is a basic water type Pokemon with 70 HP. He has 2 attacks. Water Gun for 10 damage at the cost of 1 water energy. Vice Grip for 20 damage at the cost of 1 water and 1 colorless. Does have a weakness of electricity and a resistance of nothing and a retreat cost of 2. Growlithe. Growlithe is... we'll try and take that back a little bit. Yeah. Growlithe is a basic fire type Pokemon with 80 HP. Has 2 attacks. Warm Up for 1 colorless energy. Search your deck for a fire energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. His second attack is Combustion for 30 damage at the cost of 1 fire energy and 2 colorless energies. He has a weakness towards water, a resistance of nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. A symbol of terror. Stuffle. Stuffle is a basic fighting type Pokemon with 70 HP. He has 2 attacks. 1, Beat. Does 10 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy and Roll Out like an Autobot. 30 damage at the cost of 1 fighting energy and 1 colorless energy. Weakness towards Psychic, resistance of nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. I would like to point out that little bastard is not actually weak towards Psychic. He will rip your face off in the game if you throw anything less than a fighting type at him. Just a fun fact. Anyways, next up is Sigilyph. That one city looks like one. Basic Psychic type Pokemon with 100 HP. He has 2 attacks. First one is Joust. This is sounding a little gay, but if that's what you're into, okay. Costs. It does 20 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy. Before doing damage, discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. Its second attack is Reflect Energy. Does 60 damage at the cost of 1 Psychic and 1 colorless energy. And it allows you to move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. Cool. I'm actually really happy about this. We got a Lapras. This is a basic water type Pokemon with 120 HP with Rapid Strike. He has 2 attacks. He got Icy Wind for any colored energy, just 1. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. That is a weird status to give your enemy's Pokemon when you've just thrown Icy Wind at them. But anyways. Second attack is Splash Arch. Splash Arch. Sorry. It costs 2 water energies and 1 colorless energy. Put all the energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand. This attack does 100 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Do not apply weakness and resistance for this. It's weak against lightning, its resistance is nothing, and its retreat cost is 2. Next up is good old Luxray. Luxray is awesome. Luxray is a Stage 2 electric Pokemon that evolves from Luxio and has 160 HP. He only has 1 attack, Thunderclaws, for 90 damage at the cost of 1 lightning energy and 1 any color energy. He's weak against fighting, resistance to nothing, retreat cost of none. Fighting energy. Sorry, fire energy. Oh boy. Simisear, evolved form of Pansear. This is a Stage 1 Fire-type Pokemon that evolves from Pansear. It has 100 HP and 2 attacks. First attack is Light Punch for 20 damage at the cost of 1 any color energy. Next is Fling Fire. That sounds dangerously close to flinging feces. Anyways, maybe it lights its own feces on fire. Maybe it poops fire. Who knows? 60 damage times. At the cost of 1 fire energy, discard up to 2 basic energy cards from your hand. This attack does 60 damage for each card you discard in this way. Weakness towards water. Resistance of nothing. Retreat cost of 1. Farewell Bell. Trainer item card. It's a Pokemon tool. If the Pokemon VMAX this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Okay, cool. Getting really cool. Galerion Linoon. Galerion Linoon is a Stage 1 Dark-type Pokemon that evolves from Galerion Zigzagoon with 90 HP. He only has 1 attack, Rear Kick. That attack does 30 damage at the cost of 1 dark energy. He's weak against grass types, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Okay, that's the first pack. Nothing fancy. But it's going to be nice that because I've only opened 1 Fusion Strike pack in my time since this pack come out. And it was a private pull, so we didn't do a video on it. I don't think. Anyways. If we did, I think we did. It was alongside our Rayquaza deck review. If you don't see that up, it's not out yet. It's coming. Thanks, guys. Okay, next pack. So, digital code. Cool. Alright. Galarian Corsola. This thing is horrifying. It evolves, too. Galarian Corsola is a basic psychic type Pokemon with 70 HP. It has 1 attack, Tackle, for 30 damage at the cost of 2 any colored energies. Weakness towards dark types, resistance towards fighting, and a retreat cost of 1. Quillfish. It looks like an old art style too. Quillfish is a basic water type Pokemon with 80 HP and probably ADHD as well. This has 1 attack or 2 attacks. First one is Collect. For 1 colorless energy, you can draw a card. Second is Spike Sting for 30 damage at the cost of 1 water energy and 1 colorless. It's weak against electricity, resistance to nothing, and has a retreat cost of 1. Okay, next up. Vulpix. Get classy up in here. Classic up in here, even. Okay, well, Vulpix is a basic fire-type Pokemon with 70 HP. Has 1 attack, Live Coal. Does 30 damage and costs 1 fire and 1 colorless energy. Weakness, water. That's kind of given. Resistance to nothing and a retreat cost of 1. Chansey. Chansey's a basic normal type Pokemon with 110 HP. Drain Slap is its first attack, so it has 2 in total. 30 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. Heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. And then Gentle Slap, which does more damage than... It's supposed to be gentle, guys. Anyways, it does 70 damage, and it costs 3 colorless energies. Weakness towards fighting, resistance towards nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. We have Galarian Zigzagoon to go with our Galarian Linoon. Anyways, he's a basic Dark-type Pokemon with 60 HP, and he only has 1 attack, Lick, for 10 damage, and costs 1 Dark Energy. Flip a coin, though. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Weakness towards grass, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Oh, very cool. We'll get into what I saw in a second here. We got Voltorb, the reverse holographic. He's a basic electric type Pokemon with 60 HP. He is very poorly animated. This is one of the worst animations I've seen for him in a very long time. Single strike. That's an opinion, of course. Some people might like it. Some people might see it as kind of abstract. Anyways, He has Single Strike, and he has an attack called Single Shot Blast. It's the only attack he has, and it does 30 damage for the cost of 1 any color energy. Flip a coin. If heads, attack does nothing. So kind of a risky move to use this guy. Weakness towards fighting, resistance towards nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Here's the thing that I thought was really freaking cool. Hoopa V. So, 2 packs in, we already have a V card to come out of this. Hoopa V is a basic dark type with 220 HP and Fusion Strike. It has an ability and an attack. Its ability is two-faced. As long as this Pokemon is in play, Psychic, it is Psychic and Dark type, so he's a dual type. They're playing into that dual type thing. He has 1 attack, Shadow Impact. 170 damage at the cost of 2 dark energy and 1 colorless energy. Put 3 damage counters on one of your Pokemon. That's nasty. On one of your Pokemon, not one of theirs, one of yours. Jesus. Weakness towards grass, resistance towards nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Steel Energy. It was good to get an energy out of these. We got Dubwool. Dubwool is a stage 1 normal type Pokemon with 130 HP. First attack, he has 2. First one is Bounce for 30 damage at the cost of 1 any color energy. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Second attack is Rolling Tackle for 70 damage at cost of 2 colorless energies. Its weakness towards fighting. Its resistance is nothing. That's terrible. And a retreat cost of 2. Okay. Spooky Gloves. Spongy. Spooky. Oh my fucking god, I'm dumb. Spongy Gloves. Spongy. SpongeBob SquarePants. These are his gloves. Or what his hands look like in real life. Anyways, Spongy Gloves is a trainer item card Pokemon tool. The attacks of this Pokemon, the attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 30 more damage to your opponent's active water Pokemon before applying weaknesses and resistance. So you could really dish out some damage. Next up is Frostmoth. I actually only saw this thing for the very first time in the game today, playing on our stream for Pokemon. Melanie uses one. And Melanie is thick. Not to get too weird on it, but yeah. Anyways, thighs for days. Frostmoth is a stage 1 water type Pokemon with 90 HP. And evolves from Snom, which is an adorable but kind of creepy Pokemon. Anyways. First attack, Icy Wind. We kind of went over this. It puts them to sleep, but it costs 1 colorless energy. Kind of weird. Blizzard Loop. Blizzard Loop does 160 damage and costs 2 water energies and 1 colorless energy. Put all energy attached to this Pokemon in your hand. Ugh! Mean! Actually, could be kind of an effective strategy because you put the first energy on, put them to sleep, and keep loading them. They can't hurt you. So you just keep reloading and reloading and reloading as you're downing your opponent's Pokemon. Anyways. Okay, so we got next. So third pack. Round 3. Fight! Okay, got our code card. First up is Meltan. Meltan is a basic steel-type Pokemon with a single strike. He has 2 attacks. Iron Intake. If the cost of 1 steel energy, heals 30 damage from this Pokemon. His second attack is Headbutt for 20 damage at the cost of 2 Enya-colored energies. Weakness towards fire, resistance towards grass, and a retreat cost of 1. Toxel. Toxel is a basic electric-type Pokemon with 60 HP. He only has 1 attack, Ram, for 20 damage at the cost of 1 electric energy. Weakness, fighting, resistance, nothing, retreat cost 2. Next up, Staryu. Staryu is a basic water-type Pokemon with 60 HP. He has 2 attacks. First one is Soak in Water. That costs 1 colorless energy. Attach a water energy card from your hand to this Pokemon. So basically, you could potentially attach 2 if you really wanted to. His second attack is spinning attack for 10 damage at the cost of 1 water energy. He has weakness towards electricity. Kind of a given. Resistance of nothing and a retreat cost of 1. Mawile. Anyways, Mawile is a basic psychic type Pokemon with 90 HP. He has 1 attack. Chomp, chomp, hold. Sounds like a rap song. Chomp, chomp, hold. Chomp, chomp, hold. Never doing that again. Anyways, he does 30 damage at the cost of 1 psychic energy during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon's attacks cost 1 more, and its retreat cost is 1 more. So when I say 1 more, it's 1 colorless energy more. So any color energy. Weakness towards steel, resistance towards nothing, a retreat cost of 1. I'd also like to point out he is a steel type in most variations. So he's actually usually weak to fire. So if you're playing the Pokemon card game or the Pokemon video games like the mainstreams like Sword and Shield, use fire type moves on him. He's a steel type. Don't rely on the collectible cards as a way to indicate what they are good against versus weak against. Makuhita. Makuhita is a basic fighting type Pokemon with 90 HP and single strike. He has 2 attacks. First one is Lunge Out at 10 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy, and then Hammer In at 60 damage at the cost of 1 fighting and 2 colorless energies. Weakness towards Psychic, resistance towards nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. We get this one a reverse hollow Clauncher. We're not going over him. We already did. It's, the included rare for the pack is Leavanny. Leavanny is a stage 2 grass type Pokemon with 130 HP that evolves from Swadloon and I believe Sawaddle in the first place. He has 2 attacks. First one is Healing Circle for the cost of 2 colorless energies. Heal all damage from each of your bench Pokemon. If you healed any damage in this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into your deck. That's kind of a waste. Second attack is Razor Leaf. 120 damage at the cost of 1 grass energy and 2 any colored energies. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Anyways, you'll see why when I said that. Anyways, water energy. Here's the what the fuck moment. Darkrai is not rare in this booster pack. He's a basic dark type Pokemon with 110 HP. He has 1 attack, Dark Cutter, for 90 damage at the cost of 1 dark energy and 2 any color energy. He's weakness towards grass, resistance toward nothing, and a retreat cost of 2, and not fucking rare. He's normally rare in pretty much every variation of the game, at least every card I've ever found of him. He has had a star, not a diamond. Anyways, Croconaw being one of my favorite, part of my favorite evolutionary chains. Croconaw is a stage 1 water type Pokemon with 100 HP and evolves from Totodile. He is Wave Splash as his first attack out of 2. It does 30 damage at the cost of 1 water energy. He has another attack called Surf, good old Surf. 60 damage at the cost of 1 water energy and 2 any color energies. Elisa's Sparkle, I'm dumb. Elisa's Sparkle is a supporter trainer card with Fusion Strike. Choose up to 2 of your Fusion Strike Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a Fusion Strike energy card and attach it to that Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. So, okay. So we have now hit we're about to hit the halfway point. We're on the 4th pack. So let's do this. Reasonable pull so far. We got a Hoopa. We got a Lapras. Got a Leavanny that can actually do some pretty good healing, which is sweet. So we got our digital. Wow, I didn't have one of those before. Okay, so Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's a basic psychic type Pokemon with 60 HP. Technically, he's actually a fairy type. Again, do not rely on the collectible cards to determine weaknesses when playing the actual Nintendo Switch games. Or Game Boy games for that matter. Any game, Pokemon game, unless it's actually Pokemon trading card game. Anyways, he has 2 attacks. First one is Pound for 20 damage at the cost of 1 Psychic Energy. If you're doing damage, you're doing it wrong, guys. Calm down. Second attack is Let's All Roll Out. I mean, that feels a little... I mean, I'm a little bit of an introvert, so that's a little bit excessive, but you know what? Whatever. Does 20x damage at the cost of 2 any-colored energies. This attack does 20 damage for each of your benched Pokemon that has Let's All Roll Out attack. Has the Let's All Roll Out attack. Oh my god. That's basically a group attack. That's rude. Durant. Durant's a basic Steel-type Pokemon with 70 HP. He only has 1 attack called Adversity Jaws. 70 damage at the cost of 3 any color energy. If your opponent's active Pokemon has a Fire type, it is now paralyzed. Weakness towards fire, resistance towards nothing, and a retreat cost... resistance towards grass, pardon me. And a retreat cost of 1. Pansear. Pansear is a basic Fire-type Pokemon. 60 HP and 1 attack. Surprise attack. 30 damage and 1 fire energy. However, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. Weak against water, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Okay. Minun. Minun is a basic electric type Pokemon with 70 HP. It has Rapid Strike. 2 attacks. 1 is Call for Family. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon. 2 basic Pokemon. And put them onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck. It's a 1 attack. Its other attack is Static Shock for 20 damage at the cost of 1 electric energy. Resistance's weaknesses are weak against fighting, resistance to nothing, retreat cost of 1. We got a Baltoy. Good old Baltoy. Baltoy is a basic fighting type Pokemon with 60 HP. He has 1 attack. Smack. He's been talking smack. Anyways, 20 damage for the cost of 2 colorless energies. Weakness towards grass. Resistance to nothing and a retreat cost of 1. We got a Spongy Gloves again. We're not going over that. And very cool, we got a Deoxys. I actually don't have a Deoxys card, so this is super cool. Deoxys is a basic Psychic type Pokemon with 120 HP. He not only has Fusion Strike, he also has Single and Rapid Strike. So his only attack is Photon Boost at the cost of... skipping ahead to energies, let's not do that. 80 plus damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. If this Pokemon has any Fusion Strike energies attached, this attack does 80 more damage. So 1 Fusion Strike energy, and he'll shell out 160 damage in a single shot. It's weak against dark, resistance to fighting, and a retreat cost of 1. We got an energy card, Dark type. Cross Switcher. You must play 2 Cross Switcher cards at once. This is a Fusion Strike trainer item card. You must play 2 Cross Switcher cards at once. This effect works 1 time for 2 cards. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. If you do, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Kind of weird. Excuse me. Croconaw. Already went over him. Excadrill. Pretty cool. Excadrill is a Stage 1 Steel-type Pokemon that evolves from Drillbur. He actually looks really cool. He has 2 attacks. Metal Claw for 50 damage at the cost of 1 steel and 1 regular energy. Colorless, pardon me. 1 Rock Tomb for 120 damage. Funny, it's a Rock-type move, not a Steel-type move. Missed opportunity, guys. 2 at the cost of 2 steel energies and 1 colorless energy. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Because fuck that guy. You don't get to run. This is Pokemon. It's like the streets, man. You don't get to run. They'll put you down. Insult you. And then insult your mom. Anyways, moving on. Okay. Okay. We got Sigilyph. Sigilyph's a basic fire-type Pokemon with 70 HP and Rapid Strike. He has Singe as his only attack. It costs 1 fire energy, but it inflicts a burn. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Weak against water, resistance of 1, resistance of none, retreat cost of 2. Stuffle the Psycho. Sandygast. Sandygast is a basic Psychic type Pokemon with 80 HP. Its one attack is Vibration. It has 2. Costs 10. It does 10 damage and costs 1 Psychic Energy. Its next one is Spooky Shot for 30 damage at the cost of 2 Psychic Energies. Weak against Dark, resistance to fighting, and a retreat cost of 3. Plusle. Plusle is a basic electric type Pokemon with 70 HP and Rapid Strike. He has 1 attack, Spark Duo. 20 plus damage at the cost of 1 colorless energies, and the effect is if one of your Minun used an attack during your last turn, this attack does 100 more damage. That's particularly nasty, actually. If it's weak against fighting, it's resistant to nothing and a retreat cost of 1. We got Vulpix again. Different Vulpix, though. This is a basic fire-type Pokemon with 70 HP. Has 1 attack, Smash Kick, for 10 damage at the cost of 1 any colored energy. Weak towards fire, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. We're into our rares of the pack now. We got Hariyama in reverse holo. Hariyama is a stage 1 fighting type Pokemon with 140 HP and evolves from Makuhita. Single strike, and it has 1 attack and 1 ability. Its ability is if this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from an attack, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10. Second is Hammer In for 100 damage at the cost of 1 fighting energy and 1 any color energy. Weakness towards Psychic, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 4. Holy crap. We are on to our next one. Oricorio, whoever the frick that is. Oricorio is a basic fighting or fire type Pokemon with 90 HP. He has Fusion Strike in his ability list. Or in his, I don't know if it's an ability or however you want to say it. He has Fusion Strike. He has 1 ability and 1 attack. The ability is Lesson in Zeal. All of your Fusion Strike Pokemon take 20 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon after applying weakness and resistance. You can't apply more than 1 Lesson in Zeal ability at a time. Second attack, or the only other, it's only attack. It only has 1. Glistening Droplets. Put 5 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. It's kind of mean, actually. That's pretty damn mean. Anyways. Weak towards water, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. What Pokemon are you? 741, so I would say he's a Sword and Shielder. Grass type. Primeape. Primeape is a stage 1 Pokemon, fighting Pokemon with 100 HP and evolves from Mankey. Gut Punch is its only attack at the 30 damage at the cost of 1 fighting energy. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V, this attack does 60 more damage, so shelling out 90 damage a shot ain't half bad. But it may be the only shot it gets if they are in fact a V. Anyways, weakness towards Psychic, resistance towards nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Zarude. Never seen him before. Zarude is a basic grass type Pokemon with 110 HP. He has 2 attacks. Scratch for 20 damage at the cost of 1 any colored energy. Wild Whip, 40 plus damage at the cost of 1 grass and 1 any color. Flip a coin. If heads, its attack does 30 more damage. Shelling out 70 a pop ain't half bad. Weakness towards fire, resistance towards nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Okay, next up, Delcatty. Delcatty is a stage 1 Pokemon with 100 HP. Evolves from Skitty. Has 2 attacks. First one is Willful Busybody. At the cost of 1 any colored energy, your opponent reveals their hand. Choose a card you find there and put it at the bottom of their deck. Second attack is Double Slap. For the cost of 50x damage at the cost of 2 any colored energy. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 50 damage for each head, so potentially 100 damage a pop. 100 damage a pop. That's really not that bad. Just gonna take a drink real quick here. Doing a lot of talking. Down to last 3. Sandshrew. Sandshrew is a basic fighting type Pokemon with 60 HP. He has 2 attacks. First one is Dig It Up. Look at the top. 1 fighting energy, by the way. Excuse me. You know. Okay. Anyways, Dig It Up costs 1 fighting type energy and allows you to look at the top card of your deck. You may discard that card if you really want to. Let's all roll out. 20x damage, 2 colorless energies, and we all know how this works. So any other Pokemon that has that ability, you can basically throw damage at your opponent. Cufant. Cufant is a basic Steel-type Pokemon with 100 HP. Seems like a lot of the Pokemon from Sword and Shield were Steel-type, by the way. A lot of the Galerion forms, especially. If there was a Galerion form, it was likely a Steel-type. First attack is Roll Out at 10 damage and the cost of 1 colorless energy. Second attack is High Horsepower. It is 80 damage at the cost of 1 steel and 2 colorless. This Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. Weakness towards fire, resistance toward grass, retreat cost of 3. Impidimp. He's cute. I like him. Impidimp. Sorry, I'm more referring to the, what's it called? The doll. Basic Dark-type Pokemon with 70 HP and Single Strike. It has 1 attack. Play rough. 10 plus damage at the cost of 1 dark energy. You can flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. Snom. Snom is a basic water-type Pokemon, 40 HP. Has 1 attack. Find Ice. 1 color at the cost of 1 water energy. Search your deck for up to 2 water energies. Reveal them. Put them into your hand. And then shuffle your deck. Okay. Onyx. Getting real classic up in here. Basic fighting type Pokemon with 110 HP. Guard Press is its first ability. It does 30 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies. During your opponent's next turn, this opponent takes 30 less damage from attacks after applying weaknesses and resistance. Second attack is Rock Throw at the cost of it does 90 damage at the cost of 2 fighting energies. 2 fighting energies and 1 colorless energy. It's weak towards grass, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 4. We got Reverse Holographic Phalanx. Phalanx is a basic fighting type Pokemon with 90 HP. It has 1 attack, Invade. Its attack does 30 damage at the cost of 1 fighting energy. It's weak against Psychic, resistance to nothing, and retreat cost of 1. The rare for the pack, and at least this legendary is actually legendary. Yaveltal. Yaveltal is a basic Dark-type Pokemon with 130 HP and Single Strike. Dark Cutter is its first attack out of 2, 50 damage at the cost of 2 dark energies. Single Strike Wings, 110 damage at the cost of 3 dark energies. Weak towards lightning, resistance toward fighting. Retreat cost of 2. Comes with lightning energy. Okay, we got Graplocked. Graplocked is a Stage 1 fighting type Pokemon with 130 HP that evolves from Clobbopus. It has 2 attacks. Lunge Out at 40 damage and cost of 1 fighting energy and 1 colorless. Magnum Punch at the cost of 90 damage at the cost of 1 fighting energy and 2 colorless. Weak against Psychic, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Diggersby, creepy as hell. Diggersby is a Stage 1 normal type Pokemon with 140 HP. It evolves from Bunnelby. Diggersby has 2 attacks. Hammer In for 80 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. Takedown, 150 damage at the cost of 4 colorless energies, but it also does 30 damage to itself. It's weak towards fighting, resistant to nothing, and has a retreat cost of 4. Sydney. Sydney is a supporter trainer card. Your opponent reveals their hand, discard up to 2 in any combination of Pokemon tools, plus special energy cards, and stadium cards from it. So it could kind of suck if you don't draw, if they didn't have any of those. Waste of a card. Okay. Last 2. The pull's okay. You know, we're getting some pretty decent cards in terms of playability, but I would say that the rare count is not so great. I mean, Deoxys, Hoopa, and Yaveltal, okay. You're kind of convincing me at that point, but I mean, I feel like we could do better, you know? They don't, these card packs aren't, these boxes aren't cheap. So I feel like it could be a bit better of a thing. Okay, so first up from the new pack, Trubbish. Trubbish is a basic dark type Pokemon with 70 HP. Has 2 attacks. First one is Call for Family. The cost of 1 dark energy. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it onto your bench, and then shuffle your deck. Second attack is Super Poison Breath. 20 damage at the cost of 1 dark energy and 1 colorless energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. 1 weakness towards fighting, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Totodile. Totodile is a basic water type Pokemon with 70 HP. He has 1 attack, Rain Splash. Costs 20 damage, or does 20 damage and costs 1 water energy. Weakness towards electricity, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Phantump. Phantump's a basic grass type Pokemon with 2 attacks. Tackle for 1 at the cost of, does 10 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy, and Seed Bomb for 20 damage at the cost of 1 grass and 1 colorless. Weak against fire, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Okay, Snorlax. Snorlax is a basic normal type Pokemon with 160 HP. It has 1 attack, Heavy Impact, that does 80 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. Weak towards fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. Oh, cool. Okay, we're getting good. Morpeko. Morpeko is a basic electric type Pokemon with 1 attack, Targeted Spark. 1 cost of electric energy and 1 cost of colorless energy. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon, so meaning you can choose your target, which is really cool. The weakness towards fighting, resistant to nothing, and a retreat cost of 1. First of 2, oh goodness, we got good rares on this one. First one is Azumarill. This is a Stage 1 Pokemon that evolves from Marill with 120 HP. He's a water type. First attack is 2 is Dive and Rescue at the cost of 1 water energy. Put up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon and supporter cards from your discard pile into your hand. That's actually pretty sleek considering you can use it more than once. Surf for 90 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. Weird that they're colorless, but I'll take it. Weakness towards electric types, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Here's the thing I was thinking was really cool. We have a Sarina V. Sarina V is a basic grass type Pokemon with 200 HP. Its first attack is Queen's Orders. It only has 1 attack. 20 damage plus 1 grass energy and 1 colorless energy. You may discard any number of your benched Pokemon. This attack does 40 damage for each benched Pokemon you discarded this way. So, you know, get rid of everything all but 1, as long as you don't care, or have a bunch of cannon fodder in the thing. Weakness of fire, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of 2. Energy, Steel type. Magcargo. Magcargo is a Stage 1 Fire type Pokemon that evolves from Slugma. Magcargo has 2 attacks. First one is Rock Throw at the cost of 2 colorless energies. It does 40 damage. Next one is Body Splash for 150 damage at the cost of 2 fire energies and 1 colorless. Flip 3 coins for each tails. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. Weakness towards water. Resistance towards nothing. Retreat cost of 3. Okay. Charjabug. Charjabug is a Stage 1 Electric type Pokemon with 100 HP, and it evolves from Grubbin. Has 2 attacks: Vice Grip for 30 damage at the cost of 2 colorless energies, and Headbolt at the for 60 damage at the cost of 1 lightning energy and 2 colorless. Weakness towards fighting, resistance towards nothing, and retreat cost of 3. Judge. Support or trainer card. This is each player shuffles their hand to their deck and draws 4 cards. I mean, that could kind of mess up all their plans if they had any. We are we're at the tail end. We got one more pack. We're down to the last melon, the last pack. So let's pop this bad boy open and see what we get. Code card. Okay, first up is Grubbin. Grubbin is a basic grass type Pokemon with 2 attacks. One is Energize. Attach a lightning energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Second attack is Surprise Attack for 50 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. Don't like that. Okay, we get Rotom. Add Scruff to that, and it's dirty. Anyways, Rotom is a basic electric type Pokemon with 80 HP. It has 2 attacks. First one is Surprise Short. First, 1 color energy. Colorless, pardon me. Discard all Pokemon tools from all of your opponent's Pokemon. Second attack is Static Shock at 30 damage at the cost of 1 electric energy. Weaknesses: fighting, resistance to nothing, and a retreat cost of a 1. Okay. Smeargle. Smeargle is a basic normal type Pokemon with 70 HP and Fusion Strike. Sketching Trash. I feel like they're talking about my drawing career. I don't draw. There's a reason for that. Anyways, the first attack is Sketching Trash at the cost of 1 colorless energy. Put up to 2 Fusion Strike trainer cards from your discard pile into your hand. For the second attack is Tail Whap at 80 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. Weakness is fighting, resistance is nothing, and its retreat cost is 1. Carvanha. Carvanha is a basic dark type Pokemon with 50 HP and only 1 attack. Bite for 10 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy. He's weak against grass, resistance to nothing, and retreat cost of 1. We got Clam Pearl. Clam Pearl is a basic water type Pokemon with 60 HP and Fusion Strike. First attack and only attack is Bursting Bubble. 10 damage at the cost of 1 colorless energy. Weak against electricity, resistance to nothing, and retreat cost of 2. We got a Toxel. This is the same Toxel we looked at earlier, but this one's reverse holographic. The rare for the pack is Granbull. Granbull is a Stage 1 Psychic type Pokemon with 120 HP, and it evolves from Snubbull. Technically, these are both fairy types. Never mind. Quite in fact, I've actually not seen a fairy type since I started opening these Fusion Strike packs. I don't think I've come across a single fairy type. 8 packs and no fairy types. That's weird. Okay, its ability, and it has 1 ability, 1 attack. First ability is Dig Up. When you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put up to 2 trainer Pokemon tool cards from your discard pile into your hand. Its attack is Bite at the cost of 9, or it does 90 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies. Its weakness is Steel type. Its resistance is nothing, and its retreat cost is 2. Water energy. Turtonator. I think he has a really weird name. Turtonator is a basic dragon type Pokemon with 130 HP. It has 2 attacks. First attack is Shell Trap, which you see it used in the game quite frequently. 30 damage at the cost of 1 fire, 1 fighting energy. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if it is knocked out, put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Second attack is Heat Crash. I deal with these at work for IT. That's what happens when your PC gets too hot. Shell Trap at 30 damage at the cost of 1 fire energy and 1 fighting energy. I'm sorry, I'm reading Shell Trap again. Heat Crash does 80 damage at the cost of 3 colorless energies, and it doesn't do anything else. Weakness towards nothing, resistance toward nothing, and a retreat cost of 3. Pukamuku. Anyways, Pukamuku is a basic water type Pokemon with 80 HP. It's got an ability and attack. Its ability is Pitch a Pukamuku. Once during your turn, this Pokemon is in your hand, you may reveal it and put it at the bottom of your deck. If you do, draw a card. You can't use more than one Pitch a Pukamuku ability each turn. Knuckle Punch is its attack, and it does 50 damage at the cost of 1 water energy and 2 colorless energies. Schoolgirl. Schoolgirl is a trainer supporter card with, you can draw 2 cards if your opponent has exactly 2, 4, or 6 prize cards remaining. Draw 2 more cards. That's actually a pretty fair trade-off. I like that. I understood the assignment. Anyway, so that kind of concludes our current poll. So that is, I wouldn't say it's the greatest. We got a Hoopa, we got Serena, and what was that last one? You were a... It was Hoopa, Serena, Deoxys, and Yaveltal. So, not bad. Not the best, but not bad. Lapras, too. I'm happy with Lapras. So, Lapras, Luxray, Hoopa. Hariyama, Leavanny, Darkrai, which is maybe not rare, but still rare to me. And Oricorio. Yeah, so there were some decent cards in here. This has not been my best pull. My best pull still stands as Vaporeon. The Vaporeon V10, where we got 4 V cards in total, including Vaporeon. So 3 of the packs had a V card in them, and then Vaporeon itself. Excuse me. I'm trying not to burp out loud. I only did it once, and I'm not doing it again. So anyways, that concludes our Pokemon Fusion Strike pack pull. Thank you for checking out the stream space. I'm Pydera. You can find me on YouTube, Pydera Space 74, or over on Twitch, Pydera_74. Throw your likes, follow, subscribes at all the right places, and I'm going to see you guys next time, and hopefully we can talk about the Matrix Resurrections, or catch one of our live shows. I don't know. We'll talk about it then. Thanks, guys. See you next time. That is a pop filter, and you're not supposed to see that. It can just stay right there, out of sight. Bye, guys!